who had a question?
Oh.
Julian.
13.
Let's look at 13 and see what happens. The table shows the features you can choose for a pay-as-you-go phone plan. How many phone plans have national long distance? Well, oh, so I know what they're talking about here. So, now, it looks to me like what I want you to look at is right here. See where it says national long distance? So it says how many phone plans? All right. So why do you say one?
Because the brand B is willing to do that. As offers.
I think it's a little hard to understand as far as the table goes. So let me see if I can see what they're trying to explain here. So, it wants to know how many phone plans have national long distance. If I was just looking at this right off the bat, do you agree that, see if you're with me now, brand A has email only,
Yes.
local only, and your monthly talk time is 30 minutes. Let me say, I think that's a mistake. All right, look, guys, everybody look up. Here's what I think. I think that you have this. I think this is what they're trying to say, but they didn't do a good job. Look up, please, first, so I can show you. How many phone companies are there? 2. And how many features are there?
3.
Let me just try to show you something. Then how many calling areas are there? 3. Is everybody with me? And then how many monthly talk time? 3. Now watch, because this is the answer. I did make sense for a second. And again, I wouldn't expect you to know this. All right, so look up for a second so I can make sure. All right. So there are how many different plans altogether? Whoa. How many different plans?
3.
How many? 54. Right? Because you multiply those together. So there are 54 different plans. Now that's not the answer to the question. That's what I'm just trying to show you right now. So please watch. All right. Now, so brand A can do email. It can do that. Do you agree? It could also do, instead of doing local, it could do what? Local and regional in 30 minutes. Do you see what I'm saying, right? So you have all those options. There are 54 different options. Do you agree?
Oh.
Now, the hard part. I want to know how many plans have national long distance. Well, if I have to have national long distance, that means I'm restricting this choice down here to what? Very good, instead of 3, what? So I have to change this 3 to a what? To a 1. Does everybody see that? Which means the correct answer is now what? Is 18 possibilities. Very good. Yes. Well, because local only wouldn't give me national. So I don't have that option. I want to be what? National long distance.
Oh.
So that's why this is only one choice.
Oh.
Does that make sense, Julia? So again, these are just the different options. You can choose brand A or brand B. You can choose email, paging, or paging and texting. Or I'm sorry, paging and emailing. Does everybody agree with me now? Right, so when you go into store, think about it. You can go in and buy an Apple, you can buy an Android, you can buy what all the different types of phones, right? That's what this is. Then the features come with everything. You have these options here. You also have what? These options, and you also have these options. Is everybody with me now, right? But we specifically want what? National. I want to be able to call anywhere in the world. Is everybody with me? So that's why I don't want local and regional or local. I want everywhere. So I have to pick this one right here in the middle. Everything else can change. Do you agree? All right, let's see if you understand. So that was number 1, was 13A was 18. All right, let's take a look at number B now. It says, how many customized phone plans include 100 minutes per month talking time and paging capabilities? All right, so I've got to figure this out now, so I'm going to erase what I wrote up here. All right, now let's see if you understood what I said. Now this is really important. All right, you still want to have your 4 underlines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody make sure you have that down. How many plans do I have? 2. Has that been affected?
No.
No. So let's put a 2 down. Now, and paging capabilities. All right. So can I do email only? No, because that wouldn't let me do what? Right. It wouldn't do me paging. What about, so I have 1 option, I have 2 options now. Do you agree with that? So instead of that being a 3, it's a what? It's a 2. Now it says calling area. Does it say anything about the calling area? Any restrictions on the calling? So that's going to stay what? 3. Are there restrictions to the amount of minutes? So it'd have to be what? 1. So how many options do we have here, guys? We have 12 different possibilities. Everybody happy with that explanation? All right, that, believe it or not, guys, that was hard. All right, because I didn't understand the table at first. Right? Everybody happy with that now? All right, what else? What about these ERB questions down here? What? 4 and 5. We'll do 4 and 5. And 6. All right. So it says a local bookstore offers a limited sandwich menu for their lunchtime customers. The choices are listed. How many? Come on now. How many choices do I have in bread?
4.
4. How many for meat? How many for condiments? So how many options? 48. Oh, you were just checking it. Okay, good. All right, let's try 5. Charlie noticed that most of the license plate number in his state have 3 letters, A through Z, followed by 3 digits. How many different license plates? Wow, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How many letters are there? I forgot. 26. How many 26s? 3. How many digits are there? Look at you guys. So now you just multiply, right? 26 times 26 times 26 with 3 zeros. Somebody tell me what that answer worked out to be.
17. 175,750.
So there are 17,576,000 different license plates combinations. Everybody okay with that? Everybody good? All right, let's look at 6 before we get started. Refer to the information in exercise 5. The license plates on Charlie's mother's car is CPD290, which are Charlie's initials. What is the probability of her mother getting that license plate?
So would you put like since it's only one of those?
Very good,
that
girl.
one over that.
Wow.
One of these
You're
was-
becoming quite the mathematician there, girl. Very good. Exactly right. That's exactly what you should know. Very easy, don't you agree? Because there's only one of those license plates. So it's one out of that. So if you're going to randomly get, guess what? She's not going to get that probably. All right? Everybody good with that? All right, I don't think that was that hard, guys. Very, very good lesson. Super important. Counting numbers and patterns. Very important. Everybody good? All right. Now, let's do the next worksheet. And the next worksheet is where we're really starting our geometry units. All right, we're getting into geometry now, right before the ERBs, which is super important. Did you guys do this last year? The answer is yes. So this should just be a what? Refresher. Review. All right, so let's see if this is a review. All right. Has everybody got this posted up on their notability? All right, here we go. First thing is first. What does this mean right here? What is that symbol? Parallel. That symbol means parallel. In the figure at the right, C is parallel to D and P is a transversal. Now, P being a transversal just means it goes through those two lines. So everybody with me on that? Now, the symbol for parallel, I want everybody to write this on your paper. The arrows indicate that those are parallel. Everybody good? Now, does anybody remember what angle 1 and angle 3 are called? Do you remember?
Actually, no.
Forgot? It's not an answer. No. 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 You are awesome, girl. Those are corresponding angles. All right? So again, I want to write this up here for you. Corresponding angles. And then I'm going to talk to you about what makes those corresponding. Now, what I try to tell kids, do you agree that's on the left side and on top? Right? This is the left and the top. Do you agree this is the what? Left and the top. Now, this over here is called the right and the what? This is the right and the top. It's on the right side of the parallel lines and on top of the transversal. So guess what those are also called? Corresponding. All right. This over here is called the bottom what? Left. Bottom left. Those are also called what? Corresponding. And then the other one we're going to do is the bottom right and bottom right. Those are all what? Corresponding. All right. And corresponding angles are congruent. All right. And here's the symbol for congruent, guys. Kind of looks like equal. All right. So let's see how you do. All right, I'm going to erase this now. And it says angle 5 is 110 degrees. So I want to see how much of this you remember. If angle 5 is 110, angle 1 would be how many, Max?
70.
70, very good. Because that makes a line. Does everybody agree with that? And a line, the angle is 180 degrees. Julian, are you with me on this? So angle 1 is definitely 70 degrees. Everybody good with that? Now, does anybody remember what 1 and 6 is called? What type of angles? Nope. One directly across from each other. Starts with letter V. Vertical. Vertical angles. 1 and 6 are vertical. And what's true about vertical angles? They are the same also. So what's true about angle 2? 110. Beautiful. So make sure you're filling this in. Now, I said corresponding angles are congruent. So somebody tell me what angle 3 must be. What?
70.
70, or what does 3 correspond to?
Oh, wow.
Corresponds to 1. Does that make sense? All right, so angle 3 is what? 70. Angle 4 is what? 110. Angle 8, 70. And angle 7, 110 degrees. Is everybody with me on this? All right. So now we answered the questions. All right. Angle 6 was how many? 70 degrees. What's angle 8? 70 degrees. What's angle 2? 110 degrees. And what's angle 4? 110 degrees. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. All right, now let's talk about the next one. It says angle 7 is 60 degrees. So I want to go where it says angle 7 is 60, and I want everybody to put a 60 degrees right there. And now I want Jess to tell me an angle that you know from that figure now.
8.
Is how much? 60. Very good. Julia, tell me an angle that you know. Yes, it is. Very good job. Colin, can you tell me an angle that you know?
6 is 120.
Very good. 6 is 120 degrees. Okay. Will.
Number 3, which is 60.
Very good. 3 is 60 degrees.
Oh, 4, 60 degrees.
4 is 60 degrees. The other Julian, what do we know?
1 is 120.
Thank you very much. 120 degrees. Good job. And last and least, Sebastian.
2 is 120.
2 is 120. A lot to be said for being last and least, right?
I'm sad.
Oh, I can tell. All right. Now, let's just answer the questions real quick. I always think it's more important to just fill it in and then answer the question. I think it's much easier. Angle 4 is how much?
60.
60. Angle 6, 120. Angle 5. And angle 3. Anybody have any issues with that? You guys see, that's easy, right? Easy. All right, we've done this before. All right, let's see how brilliant I've made you. Number 9, Max. What's X?
60.
60. Anybody have any questions with that?
No.
Ellis. What's number 10?
119.
119, of course. Make sure you're following along with me. All right, number 11, Madeline.
Is it 45?
Why is that?
Because it's a 90 degree
How do I know?
angle.
The box. The box is very important.
Doctor.
That means it's 90. However, 90 minus 55 today is
Yes. 35. Okay.
true.
My brain don't work.
Isn't it 35?
Yeah.
Now again, here's how I try to say, because that's a common mistake, is to put 45. What I always try to tell kids is just say, what's 90 minus 50? 40. And you subtract another 5. All right? That's the way you should be doing the subtraction. All right, does everybody see why that's a right angle? We know that. All right? Here we go. Now let's check out number 12. Julia, you sure? Good girl. 140. Very good. All right, Abby, you got the impossible one. You're on number 13. You sure?
Oh my God, that's hard.
Sure is correct.
Crazy.
10 degrees. All right. Uh-oh. Tell me about 14. Shh.
So, well, this one doesn't have a box.
Right?
So that doesn't mean it's 90 degrees.
That's
So that
correct.
doesn't mean it's easy.
So look right here.
Easy. I'm just dumb.
Julian, stop. Look right here. How many degrees in that from there to there?
98.
Now, what I asked you was, you just said from here to here is how many?
98.
That's true.
Oh,
I'm asking you all the way from here to here is how many?
180.
180. So how do I figure out what?
180 minus 98.
There you go.
And that is like.
Remember, do 180 minus
98.
180 minus 90,
Oh, that's 90.
and then subtract another 8.
That's 82.
There you go. That's how easy. 82 degrees. Thank you very much. All right, Colin, you're up again. Number 15.
68.
You sure?
Yes.
Are you sure though?
All right. Good. 68. All right. The impossible. Avery. 121. Brilliant. Jess. Uh-oh. You got the tough one. 17.
So, wait, so that little arrow
That's saying this little bitty angle in here is 6 degrees.
Oh, okay.
So how much is it from here to here?
So that'd be 174.
Amazing. 174. I told you guys this is easy. All right. Number 18. You sure about that one? Did I make a mistake? Oh, okay. Good job. 91 degrees. You sure about 19? Positive. Go ahead. 46. You are amazing. I told you guys, this is easy. All right, and number 20. Will.
Oh, 70.
75. All right, does everybody agree? Guys, everybody's simple. Do you agree? All right, that's just a good little review now of geometry. And what we're mainly focusing now on is make sure you do a good job on your ERBs. So listen, everybody now, I want you to be careful. I want you to do the next worksheet, and then I want you to try all of the ERB questions. Anybody have any questions with that?
No.
All right, do a good job. Very, very good job for today, guys. Thank you.